Hi, everyone, and welcome. I'm Greg Gumbel here with my partner Clark Kellogg, bringing you the 2K Sports Season Preview Show. These are the top 5 teams in college hoops as we begin the new season. The Texas Longhorns come in as the #1 ranked team, followed by Kentucky, USC, UCLA, and Arizona. So, Clark, what's your initial impression of our top 5 teams?
I like the potential of each of these teams. I think all of them have a chance to win the championship this year. They're poised, loaded with talent, hungry, and very eager to prove themselves this coming year. I think each of these teams would be a dream to coach.
The Texas Longhorns are projected as the favorites here in the early going. They lost a big piece of their team with the departure of last season's leading rebounder.
It's going to have to be a group effort on the boards for a little while until some of the younger big men get the confidence to hold their own game in and game out.
Kentucky is in the #2 spot. They're a tough team, but they're going to have a very hard time surviving that vicious conference they're in.
Their regular season is going to be a melee with all the other tough teams in the conference. The key for them to survive is going to be consistency. They can't afford to drop any easy games.
USC comes in as #3. Their dreams of tournament glory last year were quickly dashed in a first-round loss.
This year they have the potential to do much better than last. Last season they spent a lot of their energy getting to March Madness and were worn out once they got there. I'll bet they handled the journey to the tournament much better this time.
UCLA starts the year as the 4th-ranked team. They've got a whole crew of high school Mr. Basketballs on this team.
A team is usually happy to land one Mr. Basketball, but with the number they have, this could be a golden era of basketball success at this university. There's nothing but good times ahead.
Arizona is the #5 team. They bring back 4 starters, and that should pay huge dividends for them this year.
After their Final Four run last March, and with many key players coming back, their confidence has to be sky high. I expect big things from them this season.
Here's the next group of teams in our preseason top 25. What's your impression of that set of teams?
We've seen so many eventual champions that were ranked in the middle of the pack during preseason that these teams have to like their chances. It's not where you start, it's where you finish that counts.
The California Golden Bears, the #10 team, have stirred up a lot of talk in the offseason. One bit of good news for them, they have last season's leading rebounder coming back for another year.
With that low-post presence already established, they'll have a little bit of swagger heading into the season. I look for them to be sharp right from the start.
The North Carolina State Wolfpack, the #15 team, have also generated a lot of interest. They have no fewer than 3 high school All-Americans on their roster.
If this coaching staff is able to work with those All-Americans and develop them at the collegiate level, there will be no stopping this squad.
Okay, Clark, let's take a look at the teams that close out the preseason top 25 poll. What do you think of this collection?
This looks to me like the deepest preseason top 25 poll we've seen in years. I think there are teams even all the way back in this group that are legitimate national championship contenders.
The Georgetown Hoyas, the #18 team, probably deserve a closer look. They had a wonderful year last season, finishing with 24 wins.
That total identified them as a team to be reckoned with in college basketball. I won't be surprised to see them reach or surpass that total again this season.
The Wisconsin Badgers, the #25 team, are also worth keeping an eye on. They're going to have to find someone to fill the void left by their departed leading scorer, Clark.
The important thing for them is not to thrust someone into that role just for the sake of it. It will be a much smoother transition if the players are allowed to ease into their new spots.
There were a lot of coaching changes this offseason, and we'll tell you all about them. Here are the coaches who made a change this offseason. Some very interesting moves on the list, to say the least. The DePaul coach is one of the hires that drew a lot of media attention. The DePaul Blue Demons have a lot of fans that are delighted to have a coach of his ability, Clark.
He proved himself at various levels of the sport, Greg, before getting this shot. I'm not sure that he's going to be an overnight success, but if this school shows some patience, I have no doubt he'll be successful.
Coach Kent also made a move to a new school, and that's generated some excitement on that campus. The Seton Hall Pirates are a team looking to rebuild under their new leader.
He's never been to the Final Four, but he's hoping that this will be the coaching stop that gets him there. And this university and its fans are hoping the exact same thing.
We now head to the part of the show where we break down the top players in the nation and show you our preseason All-American list. What you see before you is the cream of the crop in college hoops. What a list. The Duke Blue Devils are pinning their hopes squarely on this young man's shoulders, Clark.
Larson is the first player on the list for good reason. He's a former high school Mr. Basketball he was North Carolina's Mr. Basketball in high school.
He was the best of the best in his state, but now he wants to prove that he's the best in the nation. He has the skills to do it, so we'll keep him on the watch list.
As for our next first-teamer, Duke is more than willing to go into battle with him, Clark.
Nunez is simply a spectacular player. Feels like this guy's been playing college basketball forever. This will be his 4th year as a starter, but I still don't take him for granted, and I think this will be his best season of all of them.
Next up is a player that's drawing comparisons to some of the all-time college greats. The Texas Longhorns are fortunate to have him in their corner.
DeMond is one of my favorite players in the country.
He returns as his team's #1 scorer. His game is complete, and all he has to do is find a way to stay consistent through the season, and he'll easily be one of the top scorers in the nation.
Let's move on to a player who's worked very hard to earn his spot on the list. The Texas Longhorns can depend on a solid effort from him each and every night.
Lamond is going to play a huge role in his team's success. We always talk about the guys with great hands. Well, he's got great feet. I love those happy feet. There are few players in the nation with better footwork than him, and that's what allows him to always be in the right position, whether it comes to rebounding or finding space for an open shot.
And finally, we have another superb player to round out the first team. The Michigan State Spartans will probably get used to seeing him make the impossible look ordinary.
Nicholson is going to have his own personal highlight reel by the end of this season. He was a first-team All-American by the end of last season, so there's no thought to start him off anywhere but the first team this year. He's already a college hoops legend, and he still has room to improve.
Now let's move on to the second-team All-Americans. Not such a bad list, huh? These elite players all have the potential to have historic seasons if the right pieces fall into place. The Texas Longhorns have built their team around this young man's talent, and I'd say that's a pretty good idea.
Banjo was close to a spot on the first team, but there was too much competition this season. It isn't out of the realm of possibility to say that he might even be a little bit underrated. I know it seems far-fetched to say that about a preseason All-American pick, but I'm not sure people realize just what a huge year he's in for, Greg.
Our next player is a tremendous talent in his own right. Louisville is in for a great year if he lives up to his potential.
Medina is in the spotlight for all the right reasons. In addition to everything else he did to help his team win last season, he led them in assists. It's that kind of unselfish play that has made him such a great team leader.
We can expect to see some amazing performances out of him all year long. The Georgetown Hoyas hope to have this young man carry the load for them, and he looks up to the task.
Craven is an extremely powerful weapon for his team. He certainly wasn't afraid to mix it up inside last season. He came away with an average of 5 rebounds a game.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him match those numbers again this year. He has a knack for finding the loose ball.
Our next All-American may have designs on the first team by the end of the season. Duke has one of the most reliable go-to guys in the country in him.
Beeler is one of the great talents in the college game today. He can make things happen on the basketball court thanks to his unique ability to read and understand defenses, while most players are just trying to come up with their next move. He's 3 steps ahead of the game, and that's what separates the good players from the great.
Here is the final player to cap off our list of All-Americans. The Louisville Cardinals know who their fan favorite is going to be this year.
Ager is ready to have a breakout season. If I had to pick some front-runners for the Player of the Year award, he would be right there on the list. I've seen him take over games even when he isn't scoring 30. There are some great scorers among these All-Americans, and he's one of them, but he does much more than score.
All right, Clark, thanks very much. Glad you could join us for the 2K Sports Season Preview. We hope you enjoy all the college hoops action ahead. So long, everyone.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Original Biggie One, and welcome to the Graveyard. Coming up in a few moments, first team versus second team in year number 7 of Rebirth basketball. Picking up people like Dallas Sutton. And here we go. Minutes changed to 7 minutes, and it will be 7 minutes for the regular season as Manny Daniel. No Ron Kelly, we have got rid of Ron Kelly. He is no longer a Reaper. But the first team is still intact. We still have... Why is he shooting a... You know what? Don't worry about it. It's copyright now. Point guard. Still have Wamani Chalmers. Jess Murphy. We also cut Ronaldo. See, everybody's making threes or making attempts to make threes. Manny Daniel now. So we're just getting bricks. Rodeo with the rebound and a steal. Steal by Dallas Sutton. Again, the biggest asset would be Caldwell, number 53, with the shot. And Caldwell with the rebound and the 2 points. Okay, Caldwell, 7'2". I'm surprised it's not 500 pounds. Well, I'm sorry. So we're just not doing anything. Rose with the rebound. And Fideo with the first foul of the game. And so we're trying to see who can step up in year number 7. Again, made it to the NCAA tournament last year. Lost in the second round to Washington State. Which is why I hate Washington State. Not as much as I hate LSU. Second team up by 4. Pass to Chalmers. Chalmers now. Now pass to Copyright. Copyright going inside. And a foul by Manny Daniel. Again, Copyright the leading scorer last year with over 6 points a game. Stevenson is stepping in. And when you're looking at this words, Obi-Wan. Wait, hold on. Where is it? There we go. So, when it comes to the roster, nobody is under 6'6".
You gotta dunk that shit! You gotta dunk that shit!
Very nice, very nice. Stevenson with 2 points on the board, but nobody is under 6'6". Again, we're going in a different direction. Not shooting any threes, even though their threes pretty much are the killer. Fideo with the shot. You know, it's that time already. Back to Manny Daniel. Again, second string with a 5-point lead. Back to Daniel. This is good timing for Daniel, just chewing time off the clock. Why is he taking a three? And a rebound by Fideo. Topping right now, and what a slam by Topping Rath. And again, no replay seat. All goofy. First team down by 3, 3:40 left in the first half. Back to Manny Daniel. Pass to who I believe is Dallas Sun. Then steal by Coppenrath. And Coppenrath trying to hold that 2-on-1 situation. And good job by the second team. Get it back on defense. That's Coppenrath now. Pass to Fideo. Fideo with the shot. And it is good. Look at Fideo. Nicely done. See, as long as we keep inside the 3-point mark, we should be good. Substitutions for both teams. Riggs is in. Caldwell is in. Manny Daniel remained the second team captain. And probably a loss for the Reapers, again, getting rid of Ron Kelly. But that last game, what a slam.
You gotta dunk that shit! You gotta dunk that shit!
Very nicely done by Caldwell. And Caldwell with 6 points. Good stuff. Again, first team down by 3. Back to Jess Murphy. And on the inside, what a move. And Caldwell with the foul. And of course, and the first shot is good. See, still can't words. And 2 for 2 on the free throws. First team down by 1. Manny Daniel got over the half court. And stolen. Monserrat with the steal. What a slam.
You gotta dunk that shit! You gotta dunk that shit!
Oh, that's my man, Ali Toe, with the slam dunk. They have 5 new freshmen this year. 4 of them will probably go on the red shirt list for next year. And it is good. And Caldwell again. And he should be a force to be reckoned with in year number 7. And again, another steal. Blue with the steal. And the steal by Murphy. Back to Fideo. Fideo to Monserrat, and a rebound by Caldwell. Little over a minute left in the first half. Back to Manny Daniel. Daniel. Off to Stevenson. And a block again by Chalmers. Good stuff by Chalmers. Chalmers to Monserrat. Monserrat to Jess Murphy. Murphy now standing on that 3-point mark. Don't know what he is doing, but nonetheless, Murphy trying to go inside. And stolen again by Stevenson. Stevenson to a, what? Again, what is Manny Daniel doing? He had an opportunity to take the shot and he went back. 10 seconds left. Again, hold on to it until the last shot. And it is good. Blue with the first points of the game. Taking a shot and in and out. As we start the second half of the game. Second team up by 3 points. Again, Jess Murphy to Monserrat. Monserrat to Fideo. Fideo to Jess Murphy. Rebound by Chalmers, and it is good. And good job by the first team. Trying to get some defense, and we're trying to go more defensive. Especially in year number 7. See, I say that now and then. Watch, we'll probably go and get blow up by 40. And what a shot. Cabo with the assist. Hey, he's wearing 30. A lot of people wear 30. Good stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Ross made me and made me proud. I'm pretty sure that he will be a asset in the future dealing with Reapers basketball. Shot by Chalmers with 4 points. First team still down by 1. Ali Toe with the assist. Let's get Manny Daniel. And it pass inside. Back to Ross. Ross now back to Daniel. And a rebound by Jess Murphy. And a steal. But Dallas on and into the slam.
You gotta dunk that shit! You gotta dunk that shit!
Man, you being goofy tonight. I don't know what's going on with that. Rodeo to Jess Murphy. Murphy now. Back to Monserrat. Monserrat. Around the perimeter. Back to Fideo. Fideo now took a 3-point shot. And it's no good. Chalmers with the shot. And it is good. 6 points for Chalmers. If anything, I think Chalmers might be 6th man into the new season. And change for both teams. North and Coppenrath are back in for the first team. And what a block. Blocked by Ali Toe. Ali Toe. Monserrat with the ball. Orange basketball, that is. Back to Coppenrath. Coppenrath. Back to Fideo with the rebound and a score. Fideo with 4 points. Shooting 40%. Manny Daniel back in. Chalmers is in as well. And into the final 4 minutes. Back to Manny Daniel. It's Daniel now around the left side. Trying to go inside. And a shot by Rost. Ross with 4 points in the game. Again, second team up by 1 point. Again, straight down the lane. And Monserrat with another 2. Back and forth. Here we go. 3:30 left in the second half. Daniel now trying to go inside. To the inside and a foul and a 2-pointer. Foul ball, Monty Chalmers. Caldwell with the 2 points and the opportunity to get 3. Chalmers with the block. Monserez with the ball. Chalmers trying to take a shot. I don't think that's a good idea, but Monserez with the shot. No good. Copyright with the rebound and a 2-pointer. First string up by 3. And that's terrible by Manny Daniel. Just terrible. Pass to Coppenrath. Back to Monserez. And Monserez trying to chew some time off the clock. Jess Murphy. Verdeo. Back to Monserez. And a steal. Steal by Manny Daniel. Daniel to Ross. Back to Daniel. Then up the play. Trying to with the pump fake. Again, Manny Daniel trying to go inside. Ross with a shot. And Caldwell with another 2. Yeah, Caldwell is going to be good in years to come. First team up by 1. So we are under 2 minutes in the second half. And a timeout by the first team. Verdeo. Back to Monserez. Monserez now trying to go down the lane. Went nowhere. And what a shot by Monserez with the assist. Chalmers with 8 points. Again, first team back up by 3. Manny Daniel. Back to Ross. Ross now with the ball in hand. Back to Manny Daniel. And a rebound by Coppenrath. The first string trying to take some time off the clock. Chalmers now. Verdeo with the shot. And rebound by Manny Daniel. Daniel to Ross. Ross now. And Caldwell with the shot and 2 points. Ross with the assist. And the second team is down by 1. Under a minute. Second team down by 1. Back to Jess Murphy. Jess Murphy with the ball now. Chewing some time off the clock. And rebound. That's Manny Daniel. Taking some time off the clock. A good strategy. See if they can get a game-winning shot. Daniel. Going left to right. Again, good job by the first team because they are doing a good job not going into the lane, not going for 3 points. 5 seconds, 4, 3, and it is good. Daniel with the assist. Rex with 2-pointer. And what a throw down to Murphy, and Murphy takes the game-winning shot.